Welcome to Geography Samacheer Syllabus of Tamilnadu. Class 6, Term 2, Introduction to Economics. First, let us see about the importance of villages before knowing about the importance of economics or introduction of economics. We all know that villages are the backbone of India. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, he told, the soul of India lives in its villages. India is a land of villages. There are more than 640,000 villages in India. According to 2011 census, more than 68.44% people live in villages. They depend mostly on agriculture and small-scale industries. Do you know why villages are important? Because whatever we eat daily, we get the food we eat from the villages. We get our food only from these villages. Farming is the main occupation of the people living in villages. The farmers, they grow various crops like pulses, grains, cereals, vegetables, etc. And they send the harvested crops to the shops in the cities. And we buy and consume them. The meaning of consuming is using them. The person who use the goods and get the satisfaction, he is called as consumer. And using is called as consumption. In villages, we have seen people selling all kinds of things in a particular place, and that place, marketplace of a village, is called as Sandai in Tamil. The things which are produced in villages are brought to Sandai. Sandai is a place where buying and selling activities are carried out. So, under one shelter, you can buy all types of vegetables, not only vegetables, all types of goods like plastics, buckets, groceries, and even in some villages in Sunday, you can see the cattle like a goat and cows are being sold in the Sunday. What are consumer goods? The finished goods which are bought from the market to fulfill the daily needs of us, that is the consumers, is called consumers. Rice, wheat flour, clothes, bicycles, shampoo, soap, agrabatis, pencils, eraser, everything. All these are consumer goods. We buy them and we use them. And these consumer goods are again divided into two, durable and non-durable. Durable goods are those goods which can be used for a very longer time. We don't buy TV for every day. We don't buy fridge or bicycle or scooter or car for every day or every month. Once we buy it, we use it for a very long time till they worn out. So such type of goods are called as durable consumer goods. The goods which are often bought again and again, like eatable products, food items, groceries, like rice, vegetables, even milk, all the perishable things, flours, paste, shampoo, fruits, bread, everything. They are called as non-durable consumer goods. In older days, you all know that we had a system of exchanging goods for goods because money was not invented in those days. It was not available. So people, they exchange goods for goods. And such a system was called as barter system. For example, exchange a bag of rice for enough clothes. A person who has rice in surplus and a person who has cloth in surplus will exchange on the basis of their needs. But here comes the problem that the person who has clothes should have the willingness to buy rice. At the same time, the person who has enormous supply of rice with him, quantity of rice with him, he will be ready to supply or exchange rice to other person. But the other person might have only silk or cloth with him, which this person who has rice with him may not be in need of that. So there arises the problem. Only then the exchange through barter system will take place. So when they exchange commodities means here things. They may lead to certain problems. When comparing the differences in the value of commodity, to solve this problem, people invented a tool called money. So though barter system was prevailed in olden days, people used barter system to satisfy their needs. They exchanged goods for goods But a lot of problem and complication was prevailed in that system because it was very difficult to assess the value of the product that was exchanged between people. And also the need of the people, it differed from person to person and place to place. So it was very complicated. Then there came the need for inventing a medium of exchange of goods. Thus, the necessity of the invention of the money came. Early men who hunted and gathered food later learned to cultivate crops. When they found rivers to cultivate crops, water is very much needed. So, when they found rivers which provided them water, they settled down permanently near the rivers in groups. These permanent settlements were called villages. Agriculture remains to be the root of our economy even today. Man has no limits for his demand and desire. Based on this, man started to learn new occupation. So initially, the basic need of us were only we needed some food to eat to satisfy our hunger. We needed clothes to cover our body, and also we needed a shelter to live. But slowly, when the civilization began, when we started to grow crops and when we started to earn money, we started to lead a comfortable life. And slowly, the needs, and the wants of the humans started growing. So day by day, the desire, the wants and needs of the man, it goes on increasing. So what we did, we also started earning more and more as the demand increased. Agriculture and industries are helpful in the economic development of our country. Our country's economy is based on three economic activities. Now, here comes the word economics. So, the economic development of the country, what is the meaning of economic development of a country? That is the financial position of the country, whether a country is self-sufficient in the food production, whether it can supply the food needed for its citizen, and whether it has enough employment opportunities for its citizens. All these come under this economic development, that is the financial status of the country, whether it is a developing country, developed country, or developed country, it determines the development of a particular, the growth of a particular country. So a country's development is based on especially our India's economy is based on three economic activities. So what is an economic activity? You know that all your parents, your father, and in some of the houses, both father and mother, they go to work. Why do they go to work? They work to earn money. Why do we need money? We need money to satisfy our needs. We need a house to live in. We need clothes to cover our body. We need food to live. You need to go to the school to get your education. You have to pay the fees. You have to pay the fee for your school van or school bus. You have to buy the books. You have to buy a geometry box. You have to buy a pencil. You have to buy a pen, isn't it? For everything, we need money. To get money, our parents, they involve in some activities. So the activities that are carried out by the people to earn money or to earn income is called as economic activity. So when the income of an individual increases, naturally the income of the country also increases. See, for example, in your house, if your father works and mother also works, and the father earns 25,000, mother also earns 25,000, the income of the family is 50,000. When the income of the father and mother gets increased to 30,000 and 30,000, the income of the family also increases to 60,000. When the income of the people increases, naturally, the income of the country also gets increased. So the activities in which the people are engaged to earn money is called as economic activities. The activities are carried out with the purpose of earning on income or making money. They are called as economic activities. And activities involve money. Earning income in either cash or kind is called as economic activity. And the activity of making, purchasing, or selling goods or services. Here comes goods or services. What is a good? Anything that you can see is called as goods. See, a pencil, a bangle, a sari, a skirt, a pant, a calculator, a mobile phone, an iPad, anything, a scooter, a bicycle, bus, train, all these are goods. What are services? See, if you go to a barber shop, you're going to a salon, you're getting your hair cut, you're trimming your hair. You're not buying anything there in the salon, but you're paying because you get a service from the man because he trims your hair. You're going to a beauty parlor, you're getting a facial done, you're trimming an eyebrow, you're paying the money. You're going to a hospital when you get and you fall sick. The nurse in the hospital, she injects you. You're paying some money to the nurse for the service done by the nurse. And you're paying money to the lawyer for his arguments in favor of your case. So everything there, you cannot see any things. You are not seeing any goods or things there, but you are paying the money for the service. So this is called the goods or services. So the lawyer is also earning, the teacher is also earning, the nurse is also earning, the doctor is also earning, the server in the hostel is also earning, but all they are doing services. What are economic activities? The economic activities or the set of activities carried out by human beings to satisfy their needs. The economic activities produce goods and give services that people need or wish. The economic activities have three factors: production, commercialization and distribution, and consumption. So you're producing things, you are making that thing available in the shops, you are advertising the availability of the goods, and the people, they are buying it and using it. All these three together are economic activities. See, for example, the chef, he cooks in a restaurant and he is paid there for his cooking. And the same masala dosa, what a chef cooks in a restaurant, is made by a mother in the house, in the kitchen. But she is not paid anything for the masala dosa or chapati or parota, what she makes at home. It is a non-economic activity. If the same thing is done by a chef and if he is paid for it, it is an economic activity. When it is not paid, it is a non-economic activity. When you fall sick and admitted in the hospital, when the nurse takes care of you, we are paying money to them. But at home, when your mother, when your grandparents, they take care of you, we are not paying anything to them. It is a non-economic activity. The economic activities are classified into three sectors. All these economic activities fall into three sectors. They are primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. So the jobs are classified into primary, secondary, and tertiary. Let us first see about primary sector. Primary means initially, in the beginning, in the very beginning, prime. So the age-old activities like mining, farming, agriculture, fishing, forestry, lumbering, cutting of trees, food gathering, extraction of oil, mineral, mining, all these activities are called as primary activities and they come under primary sector. They are concerned with the production of raw materials for foodstuff and industrial use. Primary activities include agriculture, cattle rearing, fishing, mining, collection of fruits, nuts, honey collecting, beekeeping, rubber, resin and medicinal herbs, lumbering. Lumbering means cutting of trees, okay, taking woods. The primary sector, where economic activity is centered from extraction of raw materials from Mother Earth, that is from nature, be it agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining, or quarrying. In India, agriculture is the biggest example of the primary sector. However, forestry and fishing can also be cited as other examples of this particular sector. And the primary sector is also known as agriculture and related sector. So these are all the examples of primary sector. Secondary sector, it includes industry, energy, and mining. The raw materials which are obtained from the primary activities, they are converted into finished products. That is the processing of the raw materials into finished goods through the machinery on a large scale is called a secondary activity. And industries are classified on the basis of availability of raw materials, capital, and ownership. On the basis of the raw materials, industries are classified into agro-based. That is, the raw materials used in these industries are gained from the agricultural activities. It's cotton, sugar mills, food processing. All these industries have their raw materials from the agricultural sector. Forest-based industries, paper mills, you get wood from the forest, furniture making, building materials. Mineral-based industries, all the important minerals, cement, iron and steel industry, aluminium industries. Marine-based industries, the seafood processing is an example for marine-based industries. The secondary sector covers all other goods production in the economy, including the processing of materials produced by the primary sector. Manufacturing is the main element. Manufacturing, that is production, producing, is the main element in this sector, which also includes even the construction and the public utility industries of gas, water, and electricity. What is the secondary sector involved in? They are involved in using raw materials and other resources for the manufacturing of products. Can you give an example of this? What are some other businesses in this section? Construction of firms, pharmaceutical companies which produce tablets, clothes manufacturers, textile industries, publishing firms, print like Sivahasi, electronic manufacturers, energy production companies. All these come under secondary sector. The output from these industries are then sold to the customers. Then comes the final one, tertiary sector. Tertiary sector includes trade, transport, and tourism. We already told you that industries produce goods and distribute them to the people. For this purpose, some services are okay because we all cannot go directly to the place of production and get all the things, right? We cannot go in search of the producers or production centers. We buy them from our nearby shops. And these shops, how do they get these products? Through the distribution. These services are called tertiary activities or service sector. The service sector serves the people to fulfill their daily needs like transport, communication, trade. Trade involves buying and selling of goods. Banking, money transactions, banking services. All these things come under tertiary activities. And tertiary activity or tertiary services include tertiary sector is also called as service sector. Healthcare, banking, restaurant, transport and distribution, even storage in warehouses, retail business, law, all they come under tertiary sector. This level of economic activity refers to providing services. These might include teaching, medicine, banking, truck driving, salesperson, marketing persons who visit your house daily to promote their products, artists, custodians, or anyone else who helps other people with their work. They come under tertiary sector. See, tertiary sector includes so many services here. So this chain of production, the chain of production of any simple product includes these three activities: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Let us, for example, let us take the cornflakes, which some people have for their breakfast. This cornflake, to get these cornflakes, initially you need this corn, which is cultivated or done by the agricultural activity. The corn is grown in the field and picked. It is a primary activity. And from the fields, it is sent to the factory for production. And there, these corn are processed into corn flakes. So that is the secondary activity. At the factory, these corns which you get from the primary activity are processed and packed into corn flakes. And from the factory, these processed finished cornflakes are packed in boxes and they are transported to all the shops. And there comes the tertiary sector. It is distributed to all the shops and supermarkets to sell them to the people. Here comes the tertiary activity. So we can purchase the cornflakes from any shop nearby our home. So the production of any product includes all these three activities. Another example, you see the furniture, chair. The raw material for making this chair is wood. And from this wood, lumbering is a primary activity. And this wood is sent to the factory or mill. And there it is being processed and turned into chair. And from there, it is sent to the furniture mart, or they are sold by the online sales like Amazon, Flipkart, anything else. The advertisement is made and they are sold. and that is tertiary. Hope you understood this lesson. Thanks for watching this session. If you have any doubt, you can very well ask your queries in the comment section. Give me a support continuously. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.